Well, folks, it's officially happening. Sonos is officially coming out with the Sonos headphones, and they're coming out tomorrow. So to celebrate, here are a few things that we can expect from tomorrow's event. First and foremost, they are coming out tomorrow, and they're going to be released under the name of SONOS Ace. Supposedly, they're going to come out for a starting price of about $400 to $450, which is definitely much more in the premium segment. Second, Sonos definitely seems to be going after the AirPods Max with these, because these are probably the most AirPods Maxy looking headphones that I've absolutely seen. For starters, the style itself is very similar, with thin ear cups and a thin headband attached with these little thin metal arms. And it seems like the whole purpose of this is just kind of give it a much more modern design that fits really well within the lineup, and I think they're succeeding with it. I especially like the fact that Sonos seems to be going with metal for the arms, because from a lot of headphones like the Bose 700s and the Sony XM5s, a lot of these types of headphones tend to wear out the arms very quickly, because after the first month or so, people report that the arms don't slide as well as they used to. But something like the AirPods Max, which has metal arms, seems to have a lot more resilience to this kind of thing, so hopefully since Sonos is going for something similar, then these will end up following suit. Also, from what we can tell from the included accessories, these don't actually have a 3.5mm port on the headphones themselves. All they have is just a USB-C port, but Sonos supposedly will be including two cables that have USB-C on one end. One of them will be a 3.5mm cable, and the other will be a USB-C cable, which will probably be used for charging, and also hopefully for audio as well. And even though these will supposedly have a touchpad in the right ear cup, Sonos is including some physical controls on the back, including a physical power switch, which I absolutely love. One of my favorite features from the Quiet Comfort headphones from Bose is the physical power slider, because it's just a lot easier to use than a button. And since we just talked about accessories, Sonos is including a hard shell case as well as a couple of cables for music and charging. And the case itself seems to have some kind of fabric exterior with possibly some kind of rubberized interior, which should hopefully feel really premium when you hold it. We also had the packaging leak, which in the bottom left does show two color options for the headphones themselves. And if this is true, then supposedly these will come in black and white. Hopefully at some point we'll see some kind of color options like these Sonos Roam speakers have. As far as specs go, these will supposedly weigh about 312 grams, which is definitely a bit heavier than something like the Sony XM5s. But to make up for that, Sonos will be cramming a whole bunch of features into the package. According to the leaked specs, Sonos is planning to include 8 microphones for noise canceling as well as calls. There also appear to be a couple of antennas underneath the ear cups, which could be used for Wi-Fi connections. Part of the reason it was delayed, even though it was supposed to come out in March, is the fact that Sonos wanted to include support for Wi-Fi networks so it could integrate with the Sonos app. And this is planned to allow for things like spatial audio as well as lossless audio, so you should get higher streaming quality. Like I mentioned earlier, Sonos will let you also plug in the headphones using a 3.5mm cable that's included by plugging it into the USB-C port. As far as battery life goes, the Sonos Ace will supposedly have up to 30 hours of battery life, as well as 3 hours to charge it from empty to full. But supposedly you will be able to charge it for about 3 minutes to get 3 hours of battery life. Also, the headphones themselves do look to be made out of plastic, and the ear cups themselves are made of vegan leather. The ear pads themselves are also expected to be magnetic, so they should be able to be easily swapped out, similar to the AirPods Max. Personally, I'm really excited for these. It's nice to see companies like Sonos making options like this that are a bit kind of like the AirPods Max, but a bit more flexible as far as which devices you can use them with. And even though that the Sonos app right now is in kind of a state, I think that could evolve into something that could really make the Sonos headphones just kind of a unique experience for people. I mean, it will take a few updates before that happens, but I do appreciate the simplicity they have gone so far. Let me know if you're excited about these, and if you're planning to pick some up for yourself, and if you want to hear about the interesting journey that these went on before they were finally released, then be sure to check out this video here next, and I'll see you over there. Adios.